Alright, so we're about to set up Bay 1 over here for our shoot today. Today we're shooting Sulphur High, and I wanted to give you guys a little look at how we set up for a shoot bay. Today we're shooting with the R5 with the 50mm L lens. It's the EF mount. We're using Westcott. I got the FJ X2M trigger, and we're gonna go to this bay over here. We got our lovely, handsome model Gage today. He is going to be modeling for us. And we got, up here we have our FJ 400 strobe. And then over here we have our, in the backlight, we got with the zoom reflector. Zoom reflector, we got a FJ 200. Yes, our model actually doubles as an assistant, so he's gonna turn on all the lights, because he's good like that. Okay, so you can see powered up on the FJ XT. I'm just gonna call this the X2 because that's a long name. So whenever you're shooting schools, that you always use this or something like this. If you don't have this, get a white sheet of paper. It doesn't matter, just make sure they all match. But I use a little gray card. It saves a lot of time in the editing room. You just take a shot on each of your different cameras, make sure your profiles are the same, and then you can shoot it. Okay, so back over here where we were, our model Gage. I'm gonna give this to him to hold. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our channels, okay? Because we got multiple bays today, so we're gonna have group A and B, and then we'll probably have C and D, or we'll have two different channels over there for them. So this one's on channel 1. So this light's on group A. I'm sorry, I meant to say groups. We'll have different groups. Okay, so we're gonna change this group, and you're gonna hit the mode button, menu. You're gonna go to group. We're gonna leave this one on A. Okay, we're gonna go back here to our FJ 200. Group is gonna be C. We're gonna change that to B, because it's the backup light for this one. Okay, and the ID is already on channel 1. This light setup will be on channel 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little test fire, and everybody fires. I don't know if you're picking that up. I'll try to do a couple. So we're good to go on that. We're gonna have our model sitting. We're gonna take our first shot, and what I normally do is I'll throw this in manual mode, because what it does is tries to find the shot, it tries to find something. So I'll go right here, right on him. I'll turn my camera on, and I'll click, boom. Check my exposure. Let me look, check my histogram. I'm a little bit bright, so I'm gonna do another test shot. Bring this down, bring this up. Oh, I'm on AV. Okay, we're gonna do one more like that. Here we go, 1, 2. Okay, we're a little dark. I use this as my preliminary exposure. And then when I'm shooting him, it should be right. So that's kind of where you want to be, just kind of middle of the road on there. You probably want to be a little bit more to the right. So I'm gonna click 2 more on ISO. Do one more just to make sure. Boom, dead center. That's where we want to be. Exposure should be good on him. We got our gray card reading. We're good on that. We're gonna start firing off some test shots. I already know that my backlight is a little bit bright, because I just saw that when I did my my reading. So I'm gonna bring it down to 3.0. And that chirping noise, that's actually the camera, that's trigger talking to the light back there. If you hear somebody in the background, that's just Cameron running around doing stuff. She's working on orders. We gotta take a momentary break to get this tripod situation fixed. So now we're gonna slap our camera on. I just love that noise. All right, our camera's secured for now. I'm probably gonna fix it more later. I like usually to have my tripod on the G. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time, my apologies. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm framing him up, because sometimes he's not framed right. He's unframed. I'm gonna get a little closer. I actually can be on the E, in between the two E's. So I like where I'm at right here. This framing looks pretty good. I'm gonna turn my autofocus back on. And I'm gonna do a test shot. Play, enter. So I'm looking at the shot and it looks like the background light here is still a little really bright on the back of his head. So I'm gonna take my background light and I'm gonna put it on 2.0 because I feel like that's still too bright for the back. So I'm gonna click it again. Let me check. Still looks a little bright. I'm gonna bring it down even more because I think it needs to be less. We'll try 1.0. And I feel like that's a good place to be for him. Now, it's very important that we go in the menu. Everything sideways so it doesn't look the same. Info. Gotcha. Right there, we're gonna go in our menu. Oh, it's under here. We're gonna go to menu. We're gonna go to color balance, which is cancel. Let me get color. So we're gonna go to custom white balance. Is that better? All right, we're gonna go custom white balance. We're gonna find our gray card image. We can use any of these. Oops, sorry, that's for other people. Let's use this one right here. That's gonna be the one we select. Press OK. Okay, but you're not done. So then we're gonna hit this. We're gonna go over here to white balance, custom. We're gonna turn off servo mode. We're gonna go one shot mode. And then we're gonna start firing away on him again. 1, 2. And that looks pretty darn good. 1, 2, sitting up straight and tall. We need to lock this down because it's turning. Right there, 1, 2. And we're gonna go in face tracking mode as well. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And I think we got it. And that's how you set up your shoot bay. Special thanks to Gage Fontenot for modeling today. Special thanks to Elijah for running camera. Special thanks to Cameron. I don't know why, but we're just gonna thank her. And this is Leroy Tatamy from Tatamy Photography. Thank you, Westcott. Thank you, Canon. See you guys later. Peace.